been searching for this purpose in my life, been trying to develop who I'm going to be, who I want to be, and where I want to take my life. And I found this show. And this show provides something that nothing else, not religion, not anything I've been a part of has provided to me like this, which is true clarity. Which I found out my mission, which is to remind all of you guys of what we're really here for. Now, I'm not up here to be a preacher. I'm not Joel Osteen. I'm not here trying to convince you guys of a religion, but I am here to reopen your eyes up to what is going on around you. Okay, this is something that you're not unaware of. It's just something we get caught up and lose sight of. Now, Seatbelt Sidekick is a show where this man is an Uber driver and he's a medium and he talks to spirits, okay, and he talks to people. And he says things like he'll be driving down the road and he'll make a comment like, oh, I thought that was a dead person, but it's a real person. And so it's incredible. And so, I'm a skeptic just like you. I see faces right now like, okay, I've heard about mediums. This man sits in a car with people, and let me tell you the moment that changed my life, and it will change my life forever. I was watching this show and a couple gets in the car and the guy says, hey, I'm a medium, and if you'd like a reading, I'll give you a reading. And he's kind of talking to this lady and she goes, yeah, I'm open to a reading. And he says, okay, well, I felt a young spirit get into the car with you. And she loses it. She starts bawling, just emotions flooding down her face. And you're watching the show and my body just goes cold and I'm like, what is going on? And he is communicating and she starts bawling and she looks at him and she says, our son died at infancy. He died when he was born. And he says, well, spirit feels about 7 or 8, and she absolutely breaks down. She says, yes, my kid, when he died, would have been 7 right now. Okay, so now you're thinking, this is incredible. This man is connecting with a spirit on the other side, but this is not to remind you of spirituality, it's to remind you that there is a purpose in our soul. Anybody raise your hand if you think your body is going to show up on the next life? Or is your body buried? Is your body cremated? Anybody have a different opinion about that? Okay, so I think we're unanimously agreeing that your body is not going to leave this earth. So what is the purpose of our life? Everybody's questioning it. What is the purpose? And we lose sight of this purpose, but it's a progression of your soul. So I became sold on soul. And one of the best things I've learned is to progress your soul. Now this is so many opportunities around us working with young kids, helping out other people. There's somebody in your life every day that needs help. There's somebody. So open your mind up to changing, to growing, to helping other people because your purpose of your soul is to progress. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The purpose of your soul is to progress in this life and learn lessons and go through things to develop into who you're going to be. So Seatbelt Sidekick, this man is talking to people on the other side and he's communicating with people. So who is to question that there is another life? If somebody is having communication with a stranger and says, I know your kid, he's in the car talking to you, I don't want to debate that guy. That's just not what I want to do. And I think it's something when we reopen up our minds, the fact that this is what we're here for, we can make a lot of difference and we can find true purpose, which is helping others. So Tony Robbins said, I constructed this man. He said, I came up, my family, I was abused by my mom, and I constructed this man to help people. And that was deep for me. You really have the ability to construct who you are, but more importantly, I'm 21 years old. You guys are older than me, but it doesn't change the fact that you have an opportunity to reconstruct your life right now. I know almost all of you in this room, and that's maybe the only reason I could have got up on this stage, because I'll tell you what, it's pretty nerve-wracking to get up on the stage for the first time. But so many of you guys are in a position where you can just decide right then to start changing people's life, and everything can be different for you. A life of purpose, a life of fulfillment is going to change everything for you. So construct who you want to be. Now, decide your purpose, reevaluate yourself, look in the mirror and decide what you're going to measure your life on. What is your scale of success? We've got some extremely successful financial people in here. Great, and I'm happy if that's your mission, but what is your mission? Reevaluate, look yourself in the mirror and write down, what do I want to achieve? How many people do I want to help? I now label my mission as I want to help as many people as I can. Money is irrelevant. One of my great friends now, Bob Kittell, has told me so many brilliant things, but mostly that hit me hardest is that money really doesn't matter. If you're secure with who you are, you're happy, and your mission is being fulfilled, you're going to feel very good at the end of the day, whether you have $1 million in your bank account or you have nothing. Either way, you are going to feel fantastic. Now, all this kind of comes down to us really opening our eyes up to just what's around us. I'm not trying to convince you guys of something that's not real. All I'm saying is just open your eyes up to what's taking place around you, and I think you're going to start to catch on to a few things. And one of which is that if you help somebody, the fulfillment you'll have when you lay down at night, you will feel better than if you made 10 grand that day. I promise you. I promise you. For a week, try this purpose mission. Sit down for 20 minutes before you start your workday and really write down what your new scale of success is going to be. Decide what you're going to try to achieve and what your new mission is for the next 10 years. Linear goals do not matter. Set a time period. Okay. Like that. That's supposed to be for Bob, but I like it too. No, but honestly, you know, this isn't me being the best motivational speaker in the world. This is me telling you guys something that I'm really passionate about. And honestly, the best part about this whole thing right now is that I have a lot of friends out there and a lot of people I've gotten to know really well. All the guys over at this table, a bunch of people over here that I just had the opportunity to get to know since I left school, since I got the opportunity to network with people, but it was all in developing this purpose. And guys I've been working with, Brandon, some phenomenal people that have opened my eyes up to so many things that we lose sight of. And this is just the fact that if we open up our eyes, we're going to see a lot of things around us. Okay? Get out of your rhythm and get into the movement. This is something that needs to happen, and I think right here, what I was put here to do is not do this event. This event's irrelevant. You guys are going to leave this event after Bob and feel fantastic, but it's what you do the days following. And so when you have this moment to take advantage, do it. There's no reason not to. What is the purpose of your life if you're not going to take advantage of moments when you feel an opportunity?